Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about three main misinterpretations of what can happen between water pollution and how people can think differently than what they're supposed to think or how they want to think themselves. So the first main point would be effects on tourism of people in places. So tourism in countries outside of the United States being like the Bahamas or that area, it is a major source of economic income for the area, for those people. They reside on it. But the people there, what it comes to knowing is that they don't have the proper, they use that money that they get from the tourists in the area, they use that money to, for their own income, for them to live, but they don't spend that money to help the area out, to help clean up the trash in the area that people went to. Beaches don't get cleaned, parks don't get cleaned, trash doesn't get taken out, not recycled, not put to somewhere it can be of use. And then that has another major effect on them, because if the area is not clean and people come there, they don't want to come back. So then they're losing money, but then with them not spending money for them to clean the area, they're losing more money. So it's kind of like a balance you have to find between that, and the biggest problem is that no one wants to spend the money to fix that. So my next point being that so a lot of big industrial companies, when they help very much economically, and then so they manufacture, and then they industrialize and become big companies. But the issue with that is that when they try to move out of the United States, there's a lot of big issues that come with that. So when they try to move, what they take with them is their pollution, so that it's not left here. So, because when they move from the United States to these lower countries with less standards, like here we have like the FDA and all these other corporations that make them keep it to where they have to, sorry, I'm trying to think. They have to make it to where the people, so even though when these companies move out of the United States and go to these places, like I said before, their standards in these countries are lower, so they don't have more regulations for what they do. So when they move out of country, they bring the pollution with them, and then what happens is that area, they don't really care about it, because their point is, I make the quick money, leave, and then whatever happens after that, it's not my fault. And so it may seem like a quick scheme to make money, but then with the people in the area, they don't have the influence themselves to be able to clean, to be able to make the area livable again. So that's another big issue when it comes to waste pollution and water pollution in the area. And another big thing that's been happening more so recently is media coverage. So what people want you to think, like bigger influence of society, they want you to believe what they say, they want you to think what they think. So rather than, my biggest issue for myself personally comes to that is if you don't do your own research into something and you take the side that you more agree with and you only follow that, you kind of start to fall into a line that everyone else, you find someone who you can relate with, someone who you can think with. And so that's a big issue, because if you don't take the time to find yourself, to find what you think, what you really think, rather than standing with someone else, it becomes a big issue, because then it lays down just between another side and another side. So a lot of big things like fake news come out. So if one article comes out and it says this, people are going to think more negatively about that article, but then if the more positive comes out, no one remembers that. They only remember you for what the negative was. So when that happens is that it makes people deter from what should be happening. And so when it comes to that, my own personal things that you need to be able to find your own thing and do it yourself. So at the end of this, I mean, they make the opposition will make their claims, it all happens, but then there's proper evidence to show that this isn't true. And in the end, it just comes down to finding out for yourself what you believe in and what you want to know. That's it.